battle is 3 5 rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 11 wins and 1 loss. He stands 170.2 centimeters tall and weighs already 65.5 kilograms. Representing Arena Dortmund and fighting out of Dortmund, Germany. Give it up for Khalid Taha. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 6 wins and 1 loss. He stands 170 centimeters tall and weighs already 66.1 kilograms. Representing KHK, MMA, and fighting out of Bahrain. Give it up for the pride of Bahrain, Hamza Kooheji. Your referee is Daddy Wira.
This is going to be a good one, folks. Big matchup here as Germany takes on Bahrain. And as you heard there earlier in that video package, first time ever that Hamza Kooheji has not fought in front of his home crowd or his opponent's home crowd. So they are on neutral ground in this one here in Jakarta, Indonesia. In the red, the white, and the black, Hamza Kooheji. In the dark green, Khalid Taha.
Cyrus Brave was born in Bahrain.
It was.
Hamza Kooheji is a hero, a star in Bahrain. They could have fed him somebody easy, but this show is a product of a fair warrior culture. They found him one of the toughest guys in the world. We're going to see how he does.
Khalid Taha, a very, very talented fighter. He is coming off of a loss at Ryzen Fights, but he is throwing hard here. Before that, it was 11 wins in a row for Khalid Taha.
I want to add that loss was via leg lock, which sometimes happens out of the blue, even to the most extraordinary fighters like Anderson Silva. A leg lock loss is one of those things that can come out of nowhere, particularly in Japan.
And here comes Kooheji, and he telegraphed that one. Is he going to be able to take Taha off of his feet? It does not look like that is going to happen. Great defense by Taha. No, and he's going to continue to ride him. He's going to continue to try to take him down. A veteran move. He grabs onto the fence to keep onto his feet as Taha. And this is all that practice with the guy you're going to see in the main event, Eldar Eldarov. He has taken so much from Eldar over the years, and you could tell from Kooheji that he's very confident in his wrestling character. Oh. He's holding on to it now, and Kooheji gets out of trouble. Still holding on to the single leg. Looking to clasps. He has those fingers clasped. It's actually right in front of us. You guys can't see at home. He has fingers clasped, but just not enough to be able to pick him up.
He's at about a quarter inch away from where he needs to be.
Hamza wants that take, and he gets it. I believe that's going to count as a takedown. And Taha, though, in a great position to get back to his feet, and he does. But Kooheji continues to hold on to that leg for dear life. Is it possible that he felt the power there in that first few seconds, and he just wanted to close the distance?
I do think he wants to. He wants to take this game to the ground where he feels like his edge will be less dangerous. I give him huge props for this wrestling attempt. He's been looking for this single for the better part of a minute now. Isn't relenting at all. He's now moved his head safely out of position where he can't eat those elbows either.
I think the cool thing about Kooheji is this is not something he has to do. He's a very successful man. This is something he wants to do. He loves fighting. He loves the sport. And, you know, the last 3 fights have been on his home territory. And it takes a lot of guts, you know, to go to a neutral ground like this, to go all the way to Indonesia and battle it out. Oh, that's tough, man. Take a look at Taha squeezing with everything he has.
It's getting close. It's a couple of degrees off from where it needs to be.
Grinding down on the head of Kooheji, and no, Kooheji gets out of trouble. Wow.
And is right back on that leg looking for the takedown again.
He wants that leg, that's for sure. About a minute left here in round number 1 as the cool guy, Hamza Kooheji. Khalid Taha has been very, very dominant. Oh, and look at that elbow, a slicing elbow. And that actually did a lot of damage. Kooheji could be in trouble. Taha can land another one of those elbows. I think it might be the end of the road for Hamza Kooheji. I'm impressed here with the tenacity of Khalid Taha. Kooheji just wants that takedown, and you feel like he might have to switch up that strategy if he's going to want to get the better of Khalid Taha, because it seems like Khalid seems to have the answers right now.
I think he's got a submission game from top where he feels like he could win in a split second if he could just take it down all the way.
Oh, and here comes Taha with the big right hand. He goes to the body, goes to the top. Kooheji is in big trouble.
This may be it.
Oh, what a flurry. He jumps with the knee, lands
Referee's
big
watching
knees.
Carefully.
Kooheji is in big trouble. Elbows, nasty elbows. Insane.
Khalid Taha is going to try and show his strength in the first 15 seconds or so.
Of course he is. I think he still might have Kooheji on the ropes right now. You know, that 60 seconds that you have in between rounds isn't a whole lot of time. Kooheji seems like he still has a little pop behind his strikes there, and he anticipated that one. Beautiful takedown attempt. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. Taha tees off and just misses with a big right hand.
Kooheji remains poised, controlling his opponent's arm so he doesn't take too much damage. He'll switch those hips if Khalid goes for the legs. Smothering that, he wisely switches to an overhook.
If you're Khalid Taha, I think you try to separate. You just do everything you can at this point to put this fight away. Did a great job of going to the body and opening up the head. I think that is still there if Khalid Taha wants it.
He does. Fighters often react on instinct to whatever their opponent wanted to do. Was able to drive it to the ground. This fight may not come off the ground.
Taha trying to finish.
He's looking for a Darce. Shoulders are getting a little lower.
Can he lock it in, Carrick? Sometimes not the easiest thing to do to finish with the Darce. And unable to get it done, Taha.
Kooheji actually came out of that with a submission attempt of his own. May see him try and finalize an arm choke now. If he can get his head to the ground, clasp tight, he can hop across, finish that way. He's in a top quarter guard, which is essentially mount.
Full mount here with a lot of time to go. Carrick, he is in a bad place right now. Kooheji is going to do everything he can. He's bucking. He is trying to get out of trouble, and now he's going to give up his back. And most times that's going to be the beginning to the end. He's underneath the chin.
I don't see this fight coming off the ground.
It's a wrap. It is over.
Woo!
Khalid Taha ends the streak of Hamza Kooheji. My goodness, Kooheji not happy. Taha getting it done, son. What a big win here at Brave 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end at 2 minutes 29 seconds of the very second round. Your winner by rear naked choke out of the blue corner,